The Tower of Babylon versus Harut and Marut, a tale of pride, deception, and divine tests. The Age of Hubris, a tale of pride, deception, and divine tests. There was a time when humanity sought to rise beyond its divine limits. In Babylon, the people were consumed by pride. They believed they could build a tower so great, so mighty, that it would touch the heavens. This tower would be their ultimate testament to human power and knowledge. They would become gods in their own right, no longer bound by divine laws. In their ambition, the leaders of Babylon fell under the influence of occult forces, witches, and secret societies. They whispered of hidden knowledge and ancient power spells, enchantments, and rituals that could elevate mortals to the status of immortals. The rise of the tower. With dark counsel guiding them, Babylon's leaders began construction of the Tower of Babel. The tower was more than just a structure. It became a beacon of defiance against divine authority. It drew powerful sorcerers, warlocks, and seekers of forbidden knowledge from across the land. These occult leaders promised the masses enlightenment, spiritual power, and dominion over nature. They offered illusions of wealth, influence, and eternal life, but at a steep cost. The people, drunk on these promises, abandoned their humility and lost sight of their divine purpose. But the true test had yet to come, the descent of Harut and Marut. In response to the growing darkness, Harut and Marut, two angelic beings, were sent by God. Their mission was not to stop the people by force, but to teach them a lesson through choice, a test of morality and faith. Harut and Marut descended to Babylon with the appearance of wise men. They revealed profound secrets of the spiritual realm, including spells, sigils, and methods of influence. However, every time they taught a spell, they warned, "This is a test. We are only messengers. Use this knowledge wisely, for it has the power to corrupt your soul." The temptation of knowledge. At first, many were wary. Some listened to the warnings of Harut and Marut and chose to walk away. But others, consumed by greed and ambition, saw the knowledge as a tool to solidify their control over the world. They ignored the warnings and began to use the magic for selfish gains. Warlords used spells to conquer their enemies. Politicians manipulated the minds of the masses. Sorcerers summoned entities to increase their power and wealth. Harut and Marut watched in sorrow as the people succumbed to the very corruption they were warned against. The tower continued to rise, fueled by spells and dark intentions. The confusion of tongues, God's patience reached its limit. The tower was nearing completion, and humanity's pride was at its peak. To prevent further spiritual corruption, a divine decree was issued. The unification of the people would be broken. Their ability to collaborate and manipulate reality through shared intent would be dismantled. In an instant, the people's tongues were confused. Those who once spoke in harmony could no longer understand one another. Languages splintered, and chaos erupted. The construction halted. Leaders turned on one another, accusing each other of sabotage. This was not just a punishment, it was a spiritual reset. The manipulation of reality through corrupted collective will was severed. The fall of the tower. Without unity, the tower crumbled. The once mighty structure, built on the foundation of pride and deception, became ruins scattered across the land. The sorcerers and occult leaders who had promised power fled in fear, their spells rendered ineffective by the divine intervention. Harut and Marut remained, observing the aftermath. They knew that those who had fallen to temptation would carry the consequences of their choices, yet their task was complete. The people had been shown both the dangers of forbidden knowledge and the importance of humility and faith. The echo in modern times. In today's world, the spirit of Babylon lives on. Humanity still seeks to build metaphorical towers, massive systems of power, control, and deception fueled by secret societies, false enlightenment, and spiritual manipulation. The promise of ultimate control over life and destiny continues to lure many. Modern sorcerers disguise themselves as influencers, corporate elites, and spiritual gurus, offering quick paths to wealth and enlightenment. They manipulate the masses with illusions, hiding the true cost of their offers. But just as in ancient Babylon, these systems are destined to fall. Divine truth always prevails. The path of true enlightenment. The lesson of Harut and Marut is simple yet profound. True power comes from alignment with divine truth, not manipulation. Those who seek shortcuts through magic, lies, and control will ultimately destroy themselves. However, those who heed the warnings, who walk the path of integrity and humility, will find a deeper, uncheckable connection to the divine. They will build something far greater than any tower, a legacy of spiritual sovereignty and truth.